Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome to Wisconsin Family. I'm Janet Crescent.
And I'm Justin Riley, and we are back at the Robinia Courtyard family of restaurants, which includes Black Locust Cafe, Madison Tap, I almost said Robinia Courtyard again, and Jardin. So three great restaurants, three great places, and they have a lot going on here in terms of just events. I mean, live music, live DJs, there's a lot going on, and always a good beer of the month. So.
Yeah, definitely. I drove by actually one evening and looked in. I've only been here during the daytime, and it was definitely a happening place.
It's hopping.
Well, it is
Yeah,
a Madison Tap. They
yeah.
feature a brewery of the month.
Yeah.
I suppose it's hopping.
Yeah, they just got done with Central Waters Brewing Company, which I hear really good things about. But so if you're curious to know what beer is going to be on tap for the month of March, you'll want to come and check it out. And we're going to talk with John Reske later on in the program as well.
We're also talking dental care for kids and adults alike with Familia Dental. They have two locations right here in Madison. It'll be interesting to meet and learn about this dental office. I don't know much about them right now.
Yeah, I think they started in Madison and they've really expanded, I mean, literally across the country. And they really offer family dental services, which is so great because, you know, kids, adults are afraid enough of going to the dentist, but they do a really good job of making it non-threatening, non-intimidating, and really helping with the kids too. So, and if you speak another language, if you're English as a second language type of person, then you'll want to check them out because they may be able to help you out.
You know, I feel lucky. I think I had a good experience as a kid with the dentist. I remember the toy box probably more than anything, getting to pick a toy.
You got to pick a toy?
I did, from the
gypped.
treasure chest, yes.
I got gypped. We're also going to talk with Chris from Natura Clean, and she's going to talk a little bit about a subject that might seem a little odd to talk about here, but you know, what happens if the cleaning crew accidentally makes a little boo-boo and knocks something off the table or something like that. So they're fully bonded and insured, and so they can always take care of that. But she's going to tell us more right after the break here on Wisconsin Family, so stick with us.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here at the Madison Tap, part of the Robinia Courtyard family of restaurants. We're going to talk with John Reske later on in the program, see what they have going on at all three of their restaurants here. But first, we're going to talk cleaning, and we're joined now by our good friend Chris Koenig from Natura Clean. How are you, Chris?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good, very good. Now, you know, I hate starting out these segments on a negative note,
Right.
and this really isn't negative, but I think people need to know this because, you know, this may be something that, you know, people have concerns about if they're considering hiring a cleaning company.
Right.
Accidents.
Yeah.
And we know that accidents happen. So let's say that your crew is cleaning something and something gets broken, which happens from time to time. What happens then?
Yeah. So the crew lets us know that something happened. You know, they let us know what it is. We let the homeowner know. They also write a note to the homeowner so that they're aware in case, you know, like the homeowner comes home before I get a chance to call them. They're notified right away.
Right.
And then, you know, we deal with it. We have insurance, and if it's something that's major, you know, we contact the insurance company. If it's something minor, we cover it, but we'll deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
So I suppose that's something that a homeowner should think about when they're trying to decide about hiring a cleaning company versus an individual to clean their home, because that individual might need to have that kind of insurance. Right?
Correct, and most of the time they don't. So that's really something to be aware of. So if you know your brand new wood floors get damaged, how is that going to get covered? You know,
Right.
if they don't have insurance, either that person has to pay for it, which they usually don't have the money to do that, or it's going to have to go under the homeowner's insurance, which then will probably increase your homeowner's
Right.
insurance, your rates going forward.
Yeah.
So
You know, I hadn't thought about something bigger like a floor.
Yeah,
I'm
same
thinking
here.
a lamp. you
Right,
know?
yeah, a lamp or antique or something like that. But yeah, I mean, having your hardwood floor damaged, that's pretty serious, you know.
yeah, I mean, you could have something, you know, stuck to the bottom of the vacuum if you know, if they're using the wrong type of vacuum and they've scratched, you know, the entire floor. So
Wow.
That has to be replaced.
Yes.
Or
yes,
fixed.
Yes, but you guys don't do that, so.
Correct.
you guys are good. You guys.
We have the right kind of
You have the
vacuum.
right kind of stuff. So obviously, I mean, things do happen. So can you give us an example of something that may have happened recently, and then how you guys handled it?
Yeah, so actually something that happened recently is we had a homeowner who had a glass shower door that hangs on a track. So it's frameless. It just hangs on the track above. And it, over time, it just slipped down. It was coming out of the thing that hangs. And so the team let us know. And Luis is really handy. My husband's really handy. So we went over there and, thought we'd, put it back up, tighten it a bit.
Yeah.
And we were doing that and it kept slipping down. And then we pulled it out of the track again to fix it. And Luis was holding it and the thing nothing happened. It just shattered. The whole door shattered.
And you're mortified.
So completely mortified.
Wow.
And so we contacted the homeowner, and fortunately it was us there and not our employees, because we wondered, like, what did you do? But he was seriously just holding it.
Wow.
So we replaced the door. We bought a new door for them, and we learned a lesson for that. If that happens again, we're probably just going to call the glass company and have them deal with it.
Right.
Or tell the homeowner to call the glass company.
Wow.
But it seemed like an easy fix, and
Sure.
it shattered, but we're covering it. We're buying them a new door, and it's in the process right now.
Wow. That's like God just saying, okay, it's time for a new door. Stop messing around with this one. It's time for a new one.
Exactly.
So in that case, it was you and your husband, the owners of the company. So if it's an employee, I'm thinking, if it's something smaller, it's got to be a little scary for them to admit that they broke something. And what happens then if they...
Yeah, so our policy is that we never get mad if something's broken. We will never get mad at the employee. It happens. We break things. Everybody breaks things because accidents happen. So we try to keep it, a safe place for them. But I do let them know that I will get mad if they don't tell me. So if they tell us they're never in trouble, if they don't tell us they are in trouble. But it's still hard for a new employee. A new employee still, even though we say they're not going to be in trouble, they're scared, and sometimes they won't tell us, and then we find out, and then we have to have that discussion with them. Like, we need to be upfront because we have to tell the homeowners that that something broke, and so they trust us. So we don't want anything look like we're trying to hide something.
Right. Exactly.
I'm thinking with the door story, they're probably like, better you than me.
Right.
Actually kind of glad.
Exactly. Yeah, I was so glad.
It's
that was
almost
us.
kind of like the whole mom thing. Just like, look, just tell me the truth and you won't get in trouble.
I thought
okay?
that's
Don't try to
exactly
hide it
it.
from me, and then
Yeah,
the same
that's
thing.
exactly it.
So we got just about a minute left, Chris. But do you have any specials going on right now that you'd like to share with our viewers?
Yeah, so we're offering 50% off. Anyone who calls in and wants a cleaning, 50% off their regular cleanings, weekly, biweekly, every 4 weeks. So 50% off of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Off of one cleaning or a package or whatever you buy.
Yeah. So it would be not 50% off each cleaning, but 50% off, or not 50% off, $50 off. Sorry, $50. Yeah, $50 off. So we spread that out over the first 5 cleanings.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Very good. Well, Chris Koenig from Natura Clean, thank you so much for joining us today. We always learn a few things from you, and we appreciate your expertise here today.
Thank you.
Don't go away. There's more Wisconsin Family coming up right after the break. Stick around.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. You're getting a sneak peek inside of Madison Tap. They're part of Robinia Courtyards, and later on, we'll talk with John Reske and learn what's going on. Right now, we're keeping it family with Familia Dental, and joining us is Jacob King. Thanks for joining us today, Jake.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, Familia Dental, now actually that's just down the street here from the Madison Tap and Black Locust Cafe. You also have a West Side location. Tell us a little bit about Familia Dental and how it started.
Yeah, absolutely. So it started in 2008 with Dr. Azad, and we really just kind of expanded in a crazy way. Now we are in 6 states with 42 locations, 10 of here which are in Wisconsin. So it's just really growing, and we actually added the West location last September. So we originally started out with the East here in Wisconsin, in Madison, Wisconsin, and now we're just growing here. So it's been a wild journey.
I was surprised to hear that. You said 10 in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So I just have to ask, you're the community relations coordinator. Is that for the whole company or just the Madison locations? Or?
Right, it's a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, so I just like to say CRC at the same time.
Right.
Will too.
Right.
So yeah, I represent both offices here in Madison, East and West, so I'm doing a lot of just interacting and developing community relations. So it'd be a lot if I was representing all of Wisconsin,
Sure.
but it's just right here in Madison, yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. And obviously the title implies that you guys are family oriented, but talk to us a little bit about how exactly you are family oriented at Familia Dental.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. So at Familia Dental, we wouldn't put in our name if we weren't more family-oriented or aiming for that. So some things that we really try to make sure we secure the family on is letting them know if you have a family, we'll book them in all at the same time. That way you guys can all get seen.
Oh, wow.
And we always encourage parents, like if you want or are comfortable, come back with your kid when they have to see the dentist. And we're open on the evenings and the weekends. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, absolutely. We know schedules can be crazy. We really want you to get seen in with your family. And then also, if you walk into our office, we have a play area, just like that you would see at McDonald's or somewhere like that. So the kids can play while either you're being seen or anyone else. So yeah.
Very nice. Very
So the
nice.
type of patients, it sounds like it's geared toward kids, but it's really everyone in the family.
Yeah, absolutely. I like to say that we accept anyone. It's dentistry for children and adults. So, like I said, we want to see, like you as the parent, any relatives, anyone to come in, whether you have insurance or you have the state insurance, which we'll accept, or other forms of private insurance, we will accept you. And let's say you're in an emergency, walk in and see us. It doesn't always have to be, schedule an appointment, oh, you can't get in. And being open on the weekends definitely helps with that.
So I have another dentist that I've been seeing, and let's say I have an emergency, it's a weekend, and now I've just learned you're open on weekends. Could I walk in even though I've never been a patient there?
You absolutely can.
That's really good to know.
You
Yeah.
absolutely can.
Wow.
We really like to tell people, if you're in pain or an emergency, please don't wait or think like, oh, you have to wait out to the week. Come
Right.
see us and we'll work it out with you.
Sure. Excellent. And so you take most types of insurance that are available in this area then?
Yeah, we really try to make sure we're accommodating to everyone in terms of no insurance, state insurance, or other forms of private insurance.
Sure.
And that's just kind of the mark we like to work with and help everyone.
You mentioned earlier that as community relations coordinator, you're obviously involved in different community activities, but talk to us about specifically what kinds of things you guys do.
Yeah, so this is actually super coincidental because this month is Dental Health Awareness Month.
Sure, okay.
So some of the things I've been doing is, because a huge part about Familia Dental is informing people and educating them about how to take care of their teeth. The goal isn't to always just have them be in the dental office, it's to show them how to properly care
Sure.
for their teeth. So I've been working with some community centers and doing kids presentations just about how to brush your teeth and take care of the proper way to do it, because it's good to start them young.
Yeah.
And then going to the community centers here or local charity offices and just setting up a tabling session to let them know we're a resource for them.
Okay, very good.
That takes me back to when I was a kid and you did some pink tablet. Do they still do that thing to see if you brushed well or not?
I personally don't do that, but
Oh.
there may be some practices that still do.
That sounds vaguely familiar, like maybe they did that once with me or something like that. but-
You never forget it, though. You never forget it.
Yeah, obviously an impression. Talk to us about the long-term goals of Familia Dental.
Yeah, so the long-term goals, and especially here in Madison, is just really kind of getting our name out there to let people know we're a resource for them. I've kind of seen a lot that people don't know about us, and they're either not, getting the dental care they need or want, and they're either going way out of their way or they're not getting it at all. So we just want to let them know, like, we're here for you, use us.
And I love that you're doing the community outreach as well.
And you offer Spanish language services for people who have their first language is Spanish. Do you offer any other languages besides English and Spanish at Familia Dental?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. So I know even in fact at the East office we have a doctor who speaks Mandarin, one that speaks Vietnamese. Obviously we have dental assistants that speak Spanish and English. I myself speak Spanish too. So we really just try to accommodate everyone no matter your walk of life or where you're from.
That's fantastic. What is your favorite part about your job being the community relations coordinator at Familia Dental?
It is being out in the community. I love getting to know the people and get to meet them because I'm still new to Madison.
Sure.
And I'm always meeting new people, and it's the best thing. I love working in the community centers.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Thanks, Jake, and welcome to Madison.
Thank you so much.
Jacob King is with Familia Dental, and we're Wisconsin Family. We'll be right back.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Hi, and welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are sitting here really just kind of chilling. We're in Madison Tap in the Robinia Courtyard Restaurant Group with the owner, Mr. John Reske. Thank you for having us.
Thank you
I
for
really
being
love
here.
Sitting in this booth, I really feel like I'm like kind of high class, kind of, I don't know, maybe in a movie or like the TV show. Oh,
We're in a TV show.
we are in a TV show.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure this shot gives it complete justice, but yeah, the lounge is nice to hang out in.
Yeah,
It's very silvery and very, yeah, it's just comfortable and very nice. So thanks again for providing this gorgeous set for
Absolutely.
us. Thank you.
Well, I got my notes as far as what we're going to talk to John about. So
Yeah,
let's-
I'll
Boom.
just totally get rid of that. That means a whole lot of nothing. Because what we're
Yeah.
talking about is 2018. What's happening here? Tell us about the changes, the newness, the oldness, the goodness, all of it.
Well, you know, we're just rolling off opening up Jardin, right? It's been open for a couple of months now. We had a stellar holiday season with the holiday bookings as well as the New Year's party. We had 6 DJs from Ibiza in here,
I know.
which
I
was
heard.
amazing.
It was
The
so
party was
crazy.
out of control. But
Nothing like Madison has ever seen.
I know, right? Exactly. It was
Don't
like,
miss that next
It was
year.
like little Portugal in here. It was amazing.
So amazing.
But you know, we're looking forward to 2018, obviously, and we got Restaurant Week coming up the 3rd week of January, which we're excited to be participating in for the first time
Oh,
as an
congratulations.
entity from Robinia Courtyard.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun, and then you know, again, we're looking forward to hosting our curling league out in the courtyard
Yeah,
as
when
well.
does that start?
Yeah, I'm
That's going to be
curious.
starting the 2nd week of January, actually. So
Okay.
coming up
So
soon. We're
that's
still
right around the
signing up.
corner.
Yeah, we're still signing up teams, teams of 4 to 6. So it's exciting. It'll be, again, you know, as I've discussed before, it will be something short of Olympic curling, right? But you will be using
Okay.
all of the equipment that
Okay.
that professional curlers use.
Sure.
It'll just be on a smaller court,
Right.
and we'll have 3 lanes out there. So it'll
you
be
know
fun.
what-
Another way to get Madison to interact with the outdoors a little bit, right?
Yeah, in the winter you got to. Do you know
Exactly.
what curling is? Have you
Yes.
done this before? Have
I've
you
never,
curled?
I've never
Are you a
curled before.
curler?
I'm not a curler.
Are you a wannabe curler?
Not really.
Not really?
But,
Not
I mean,
even a wannabe
way to
trying?
sell it,
you know,
Justin. Way to
but
sell it.
you know, to be honest, I really respect people who do curl because it's really, I mean, it's a lot harder than it looks, I think, because you're really, I mean, that takes a lot of strength to strut.
I don't really know
And
how.
finesse,
I mean,
yeah.
is it like shuffleboard? Is that what you said? Or I don't really
it's,
know what it is.
it's on that level. You know, we're learning just as much as the next person here too, as
Okay.
far as all of the intricacies that are involved in curling. But so we'll find out, and we'll have more for you probably the next show.
'Cause I
about
wanna
how-
try it.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Oh, try
fun.
it. Can
Either
you
way.
just try it once, or do you have to like?
Oh, of course.
commit
No,
and be
we'll
on a
have
thing?
open.
Okay.
We'll have open play one
Okay.
night too. So we're still
Open
sorting
curling?
out.
Open curling play.
Yeah.
I think we need to go. I mean, just to represent.
I think we should.
Okay,
I think we
that's
should.
fine.
Exactly. Good.
I have a question, and it's a general question about Jardin.
Mm-hmm.
What can people find here as far as snacks? Is it small plates, big plates, all of the above, desserts, coffees? Like I had lucky enough to be able to try some of the offerings at a party that was recently hosted here by someone really lovely.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really know what dinner's like. I haven't had that wonderful experience.
Yeah, well, dinner's obviously, you know, we've got a couple of items from all over the map, actually, both geographically and culinarily speaking, if that's a word. But you know,
It is now.
lamb. There's some lamb, some duck on there. We've got a chicken dish. We've got a Vietnamese chili shrimp dish as well. You know, so there's some smatterings of global cuisine all over. Obviously,
Nice.
using local, seasonally adjusted ingredients as well. So. I would not define the menu in any specific category other than, you know, Chef Brandon Reed is extremely creative, and he's
is.
putting his twists on all of these traditionally global cuisines or items, and yeah, so he's doing some very cool things. Great feedback on everything. So,
Good.
and then it's small and large plates as well. But the entrees are really driving the menu, and then there's a couple of salads and some smaller items too, like the shrimp. But so really, it's amazing. Some people sit down and order a smaller plate, and some people order 2 entrees. You know.
And is
so.
is it a later night dinner fare expectation, or can you kind of come and just walk in and say, hey, we start at 5,
Yeah.
till 10?
Exactly. On the weekends for sure. Serve till 9 during the week. But no, it's all over the map, and yeah, I would not say it's a later fare right
Okay.
now. Although we are considering expanding our hours actually, because we are getting some of those late night pushes.
It just
actually,
feels like that
do-
kind of scene. It could be people who are like those folks that, you know, maybe don't have kids at home that can like go out to dinner at
Right.
8 or 9 or
Right.
10 p.m. and
Right.
have that kind of fancy
Absolutely.
cuisine.
Right.
So that might be fun. Justin, have you had a chance to try the food here? I know you like
have-
Black Locust. I know you.
I
like
know
their
I love
food.
Black Locust. I've not been to Jardin yet, but I was kind of curious to know just like what's been the favorite of people who've come in here and have tried the food?
Well, I would tell you the braised lamb dish is like by far the runaway favorite. I would say for meat eaters too. But yeah, again, we've had a couple of local publications write their 5-star reviews around that dish basically. So everybody comes in to have that for sure. And then we've got a couple of we're kind of limited right now, but that's about to expand with the turn of the year here as far as our vegetarian offerings go. So
great.
we've got this wild mushroom dish that is
I've heard
also
about that.
extremely popular.
Somebody I know
It's
just had dinner here
braised
and they
lentils.
mentioned it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous actually. So that's probably our #1 seller, but it is one of our limited vegetarian vegan offerings actually. So that's about to be expanded upon, like I said.
The menu items that are on Jardin, can you find, multiple different restaurants have their version of chicken marsala.
Right.
So do you have things that, it's your version of X, Y, and Z?
question.
Yes.
And then some things also that are just unique that nobody else in town is doing.
I mean, I would say no. I don't think there's anything unique that nobody else is doing. It's just the presentation and then like the flavor profile that Brandon brings to the game. So I would say, and I would honestly say that as I not being the foodie that I am, or that the average restaurateur is, I would say that I don't know enough about what the classics are for there to be twists on it, But I know that Brandon's pulling from, again, with these global creations that he has, they are all based on relatively traditional dishes, right? So yes, I would say the short answer is yes. He is doing twists on classics.
Yeah.
But they're from all over the world again, right? Southeast Asia, Spain, Italy, France, so.
As far as the food, I just want to mention, if you're watching this show and you're aware that we have a restaurant show as well, Jardin is going to be, some of these dishes that John mentioned are going to be featured on the restaurant show in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So keep your eyes open and peeled. You'll see that on our Facebook page, Restaurant Show, of course, live on TV as well. Probably see John on the restaurant show, but we're going to get to meet Brandon for the second time, but in his own element, actually cooking for television. So that's going to be really nice. I want to switch gears for a quick second and say, is there any events coming up here at the beginning of January that you can find here? I know Restaurant Week is happening, curling is starting.
We've always.
That's still
I would
happening?
encourage everybody to go to our Facebook page, Rabinia Courtyard. We've got a great calendar of events on there, and it's always popping up. We might book something a week prior to the date, and then we've got our fixtures on Thursdays. Thursdays are kind of like our locked-in days where we have Intellectual Ratchet, who just won Best Hip Hop Promoter of the Year in the Madison Hip Hop Awards last week, which is great. They do a show here on the fourth Thursday of every month, and that's. Yeah, so that won't be for a little bit. And then the first and third Thursdays always Beat Chefs. Great, phenomenal cover band, two guys that loop each other, and they do 80s, 90s, early 2000s hip-hop covers, funk, R&B.
Fun.
Amazing. And then the second Thursday is always DJ Fusion from 93.1 too.
And we
He
know
always
him
puts
too,
on the show.
yes.
So
Thursdays.
And then Friday and Saturday always open. We just had a DJ from Berlin on the 30th of December here. And that brought a phenomenal show with him as well, as he was doing Smart Bar down in Chicago and then doing New Year's in Detroit. So he stopped in Madison, and we had a connection with this guy. So, but things like that are always popping up. So I encourage people to check the Facebook calendar. That's the best and truest way to figure out what's going on here. But there's always something going on.
There is always something going on. It's always something great, something fun, something delicious. Rabinia Courtyard, Jardin, Black Locust Cafe, and Madison Tap. Come check them out. This is Wisconsin Family. This is John Reske. Thanks for having us, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Clap your hands, let's take